Page 7, march in F, meaning F major. It's in F major. The key, one flat, you look at the key signature, so all the B's in the piece will automatically be played as B flats. And there are some B's in here. 4/4 time, let's do the right hand first, make sure we have the fingering and the rhythm and the notes okay. Just play everything connected right now. Right hand, your third finger's here. That puts you in this position. Remember the B flat? That's the position. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and. Whoops, what happened there? Well, when you go into the last measure of the first line, the third finger on the E is here. You just cross over. Relax the thumb. Just relax. Stay relaxed. If you relax the thumb, you can move your hand fairly well. So just come over and put the third finger on the E. Different teachers teach different technique for crossing over the thumb and all that, but this is the technique I use. If your teacher uses a different one, fine, do whatever they're telling you to do, but I do it this way. That's what I was taught, and that's how I do it. Then at the next line, you got to come back up and third finger on C, just lift up and move. So here and then lift up. So you're cutting the C just a little bit short because the beat has to be steady. So it's 3, 4, 1. Don't forget the B flat. And then come it down again, lift up, move. So you're moving around a little bit and using the black key. Left hand. The left hand starts out here, and we got half notes, half rests, and quarter notes stuck in there too. So here, so you're starting out in this position. Key word there is starting out. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to rest on 3 and 4. That's the whole first line is that way. And then for the second line, during the rest at the end of the first line, when you're resting, move your hand up so your third finger's on A. Here. So the last line on the last measure of the first line is here. 3, 2, rest, move up. 2, 3, 4. Don't forget the B flat. Now the thumb is here. Just bring the thumb under. Just relax. It'll come. Here, and then you move down. And the thumb again, just squish up a little bit. So let's do the last line very carefully. You're starting out here. And then the third measure, you're coming down here. And then thumb again. There's other ways of fingering it, but this is fine. We'll just go with that. Then once you can kind of get the hands okay, each one, then try putting them together, because it gets tricky. 1 and 2 and. Right there. When I play the eighth notes, the left hand comes up, because it's got a rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Right there. Lift that left hand up, because it's got a rest. Go on. 1 and 2 and 3. So make sure you're playing the rest in the left hand. That is, you're quiet when you do that. Second line, well, you ended the first line here. While you're holding down with that, get the left hand up here ready to go. Because you got to move the right hand too. And it's hard to move two hands at the same time, especially when they're going different distances. That's tricky. So if you can, you find a way to move one hand at a time, because that lets you focus on the hand one hand at a time. Here, when you finish the first measure, go ahead and move the left hand up and get it ready to go, so that when you're done with the C and you lift up, all you got to do is focus on moving the right hand, because the left hand's in place. So just come up. So the last measure, the first line is here. Move up now here. Watch out. You're coming down with the right hand here, and the left hand's got thumb. And thumb here on the left hand, That last note's left hand by itself. So that's tricky there in the second line. You may have to work on that. Take it real slow, however slow you gotta go. Get it to where you can eventually play it without any hesitations in it. And once you can play it all fine, then add the staccatos and stuff. Well, the left hand and the first line is just half notes. Just play them as half notes. The right hand, nice light wrist staccato. Short staccato and then connect it. You got that tenuto line again. Just give it a little extra and linger on it. Go on. See, there's no tenuto here, so you just play it. You don't give it any extra anything. You just play it. And then second line, look out. The tenuto line, the melody's in the right hand. That's what we want to hear. That's the tenuto line is there. So, and then staccatos. Can you play legato connected in one hand and staccato in the other at the same time? That's a challenge for a lot of people, including me when I first started, but if you keep working at it, it comes, because we need that independence of the hands to be able to do that kind of thing. Then we can add the dynamics when you're ready with all that, and that applies to the right hand. That's where the melody is. So at this moderately loud, that applies to the melody, and the whole thing is basically that loud. So keep the left hand out of the way, so it's... The whole thing is that way on loudness. Speed-wise, again, it's a moderate march. Left, right, left, right, left. Something about that speed has to be your speed, and it has to be even and controlled, no hesitations anywhere, all the right notes. So if you have to go slower than that, go slower than that, because accuracy is more important than speed. So whatever you have, make it yours. I'd like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do it. Well, there is no dynamics to speak of, but still notes and rhythms. And the staccatos and stuff like that. I'll add those. So I'll give us 4 casts. Let's just go over it very slowly. 1, 2, ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and